Hi, Taurus. Today we're going to look at October 7th, 2025, and that's the full moon in Aries. And if this reading inspires you today, subscribe, like, and comment below, and tell me about your autumn traditions. And I love reading your comments, so keep them coming. All right, back to the reading. We're going to start with numerology, and the number for that day is 8. And it is a vibration of power, endurance, balance, and karmic cycles of responsibility. So for Taurus, this number emphasizes the ability to ground strength into steady structures. It's about resilience without rigidity, holding your power without letting it become a burden. So you may feel a situation where your financial commitments, work duties, and family obligations are pulling at you. The number 8 reminds you that your real power comes from persistence and discipline, not from taking on more than is sustainable. And in astrology, this full moon activates your 12th house of endings, healing, and subconscious. It's a release point, illuminating hidden patterns, karmic baggage, and unconscious fears that are ready to be cleared. So sorry, happens 2 or 3 times a reading, so get ready for the next one. Anyway, we're going to talk about the moon. Did I already talk about the moon? Endings, healing, and subconscious? Oh, hi. So how about the sun? The sun is in Libra. That's your 6th house. That's going to talk about daily work and health. Opposite the moon in Aries, your 12th house, subconscious and rest. So the balance between work and rest is highlighted. You may be asked to let go of hidden stress patterns that undermine your well-being. You may realize that overextending at work has been draining your mental health and decide to set healthier boundaries. Next, we have Mercury, and Mercury is in Libra. That's your 6th house also, and that's going to talk about communication in daily life. So conversations about work or routines highlight the importance of balance. Practical discussions bring clarity. So you may sit down with a coworker or family member to reorganize tasks so that you're not carrying everything yourself. Here's Venus. Venus is in Virgo, 5th house. That talks about joy, creativity, and romance. So love and pleasure are expressed through small practical acts of care. This Venus influence helps you find stability in creativity and connection. So you may notice that small gestures of affection or attention to detail in creative projects brings you joy and calm. Here's Mars. Mars is in Cancer. Mars is in the 3rd house, and that talks about communication and local environment. So Mars adds intensity to communication. So words may feel emotionally charged, but they also drive important clarity. So you may feel compelled to finally say something you've been holding back, especially in family or community conversations. Yeah. So now we're going to look at the cards and see, we got the Hangman, and the Hangman came out reversed because it should look like this. So the Hangman reversed talks about stagnation, resilience, and delayed perspective. So this card in reverse reveals the discomfort of being stuck. Instead of surrender, which would be this, it reflects resistance to letting go or fear of shifting perspective. So you may feel suspended in a career or relationship decision, waiting for clarity, but secretly resisting the change you already know is coming. Here's your advice. Release resistance. Trust that the delay is not punishment, but a call to move into a new way of seeing. Stagnation breaks when you stop holding yourself back. Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles talks about groundedness, nurturing, practical prosperity. So the Queen of Pentacles is the embodiment of care through stability. She nurtures her world not with extravagance, but with steady attention and resourcefulness. So you may find yourself supporting family or loved ones by managing finances, tending to the home, or offering practical guidance. So this card reminds you of your natural ability to create abundance through care. Your advice would be value your role as a stabilizer, but don't neglect your own needs. True generosity flows from the well-tended source. Then we got the moon. And the moon talks about illusion and intuition and uncertainty. So the moon illuminates shadows, illusions, and inner mysteries. It can signal confusion, doubt, and uncertainty, but also intuition and dreamlike insight. So you may face unclear circumstances in relationships or work where not all the information is visible. So instead of rushing, the moon asks you to trust your instincts and let truth reveal itself. So here's your advice. Move slowly. Pay attention to your dreams and your gut feelings and subtle signs. Clarity is coming, but only if you honor your intuition. All right, so how does this day affect Taurus Sun, Moon, and Rising? So Taurus Sun. Your focus shifts toward releasing hidden burdens and stepping into balance. This full moon may push you to end cycles that no longer sustain your stability. You may recognize that a work commitment draining your energy isn't worth the cost and decide to let it go. Taurus Moon. Emotionally, subconscious fears or doubts may surface. This is a time of release, not resistance. So old feelings of insecurity in relationships may resurface, giving you a chance to process and finally release them. Taurus Rising. Outwardly, others may notice you taking a quieter, more reflective role. Behind the scenes, you are preparing for renewal. So you may choose to step back from a spotlight to focus on rest, on healing, and recentering yourself. Here's a summary of what this day means for you, Taurus. So this full moon in Aries highlights release and hidden clarity. The Hangman reverse shows resistance to change. The Queen of Pentacles, don't move now. Queen of Pentacles grounds you in nurturing stability, and the moon reveals the shadows that need to be honored. Together, these cards remind you that while confusion or delay may arise, your strength lies in patience, grounding, and intuitive trust. So here's the real life takeaway. Don't resist the change that's already calling you. Nurture yourself as much as you nurture others, and trust your intuition when clarity isn't immediate. And here's the advice for you, Taurus, on this day. So this full moon invites you to release what you've resisted. Honor the illusions that are unraveling and step into a deeper trust of your own inner wisdom. Your grounded nature is your greatest guide. Use it to walk with patience through uncertainty. Thank you, Taurus. Glad you were here, and I hope to see you in another reading.